and immediately her suit just collapses, and all of these limbs kind of fold up and unfold at the same time. So like, and now they are each a separate little drone, and they're all like weird. One of them looks like a Segway. It's kind of got like it's like a wheel at the bottom, and like it's got a torso kind of extended up at the top. And then this is one of the ones with the minigun, so it's got a minigun that's like emerging from the middle there. Another one is like, it looks kind of humanoid. It's got 2 arms but no head, 2 arms and 2 legs, and it's kind of like shambling down the hall. And let's say that we've got another one that collapses, and it was made of like trying to think of something that would be. What is like a good industrial material that I'm thinking I-beam, but that's not going to make a good robot. I've already got an I-beam kind of a robot. Got.
I'm thinking like
let's say that the last leg that kind of collapses, it was like tubing. It looked like tubing, but the bottom opens up, and a whole bunch of little, like, they look like little stainless steel ball bearings, but they start rolling out, and they start rolling all over the place, like pinging, ping, 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 ping. They look like pinballs, except they're probably deadly. So yeah, she just changed the situation.
What's this? Never to play with.
Martin, any ideas for how to defuse a nuclear warhead?
I'm working on it. First, we need you alive.
That would be nice. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna get a fire extinguisher off the wall and spray it at these ball bearing things, because they're not super big. Maybe they'll just get blown right back to her. I don't know.
Yeah, you do that, and they get blown away, but then they start like rolling and ding, 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 and then all of a sudden they start moving in like patterns, like ding, 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 and then they start converging on like your general location. It's like they're firing blindly, and they're just trying to get a sense of where you are without being able to see. So
I see. And what was this other thing? This shambling thing with the gun?
So this one has like a wheel at the bottom. It's like a Segway with like a minigun out of his chest, and the other legs have been taken out.
And it's not super big or anything like that?
No, it's like at most it's human size, probably a little bit shorter.
Can I jump on it and use it to shoot these little ball bearing robots?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna park right into that.
Work that way.
What?
Whether or not it's gonna work that way, I don't know.
If I'm imagining.
Are you trying to directly engage the ball, like the little ball bearing threat?
Yeah.
It just sounds like. Are you using any of your powers or no? You're just.
I'm I'm gonna try the parkour ninja just to get onto this.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Segue thing.
Just you said you're leaping onto it. So
Yeah.
give me some parkour description here. You've got the fire extinguisher kind of sprays out and it's running out, and then you see this other one rolling up into the foam. What do you do?
So I kind of picture like there's still these overhanging fluorescent lights kind of thing.
Sure.
So I jump up and I climb up to, I imagine that it's attached to a rafter of some kind of thing. Yeah. So I just I kind of monkey bar.
You see this one as like pointing up. You do?
So I'm kind of monkey barring along this rafter, and then as it's powering up, I just I'm gonna jump off to the side and just do this wall leap down kind of thing until I can get on top of this sucker.
All right, so give me a mundane roll.
13.
Okay, no problem. So you have 3 flow. It's shooting now, and it's kind of tracking you, but you land on top of it. What do you do? All right, I guess, yeah. So yeah, it's going to shoot at you. Yeah, it's going to.
I have my flow, right?
Yeah, you've got your flow. So what are you going to do? Let's get you to
avoid harm.
You're going to directly engage the
ball bearing threat.
All right, so and it sounds like you want to use your flow to get a +1 to do that.
Yes.
Okay, do it.
Oh, check this out. What do you call it with the double sixes again? Box jumps? Box heads? Box cars?
Double box cars.
Double box cars.
Good for you. All right. So double
13.
box cars. I always like to throw in a little extra, so let's give you 3 things there.
For directly engaging a threat?
Yeah.
So I'm going to resist or avoid their blows. I'm going to I'm also just gonna after I take out a whole bunch of them, I'm gonna straight up golf club with this Segway thing and knock a whole bunch of the ball bearings onto the Anarch.
Okay, send them back in her direction.
Yeah, just boom. I don't know what these things do, but I bet you won't like it either.
So are you trying to?
So by take something from them, I'm trying to redirect their focus from me to her, if you know what I mean.
So you're taking her drones from her and kind of redirecting them at her.
Yes.
Okay, and your third choice?
Create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. The opportunity being now that he has been. No, what are you doing, Monstrosity?
I was just knocked against the wall.
Oh, you're still up against the wall. Okay, we need to get you.
Man, so much has happened since you've been there.
And that means you still have 2 flow. I'm gonna say that because you're kind of on top and
I'm gonna avoid harm.
This drone, this drone robot, that you will lose your flow unless you spend one of them to maintain your speed and momentum.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I did an 11 with that roll, right? So I'm avoiding harm. I'm doing the +1 to my next move for directly engaging a threat, and I'm maintaining my speed and momentum when otherwise I wouldn't.
Sorry. Say you've already spent your 3 flow?
That's my 3 flow, yeah. So one is to avoid harm.
I knew +1 and maintain. What was the third one?
Avoid harm.
Avoid harm. Okay, good.
While I was being shot at. That would be good.
That kind of makes sense. So yeah, you managed to do that, and you redirect these ball bearings. Monstrosity, what are you going to do?
Okay, so we've still got.
The nuclear bomb.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not totally sure what to do about that.
I've got an idea.
I'd love to hear it.
If you can take on the Anarch and you can just like do something about it, I've got something in mind for tech that would get me out of the prison, but instead to use it to get like the nuke out of the prison. Maybe like into, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still working.
This plan is in progress.
It's not perfect. As I'm saying it out loud, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's still gonna explode.
We got like 1 through 3 of this plan, but 4 through 30 are still need to be figured out.
But anyways, Monstrosity, the Anarchy is being pelted with these little ball-bearing monsters, and they're coming back in her direction, and she knows what they are, and so she is like hopping over them and like doing a little dance. She's no longer in her full exosuit, but she is in like an augmented kind of a state. Like it's unclear whether her limbs are her own or if they've been cybernetically enhanced, or if it's like an exosuit. But she's got like a kind of a smaller humanoid robot body, and so she's like just doing this awkward dance. And you have a moment to do something before she can act.
I would like to pounce back onto her and try to rip open this exoskeleton to see if there's anything human underneath.
Directly engaging a threat, sounds like.
Sounds like what I'm doing, yeah. Okay, I got 5 and 3 plus engaging a threat is danger. So 10.
Okay, choose 2.
I would like to resist and avoid their blows.
Obviously.
And I would like to take something from them. In particular, their protective armoring in some
good
important capacity.
Excellent. So you have just made her insecure.
Yeah, I did.
And she's just so you kind of like rip open, and there's like a panel up at the front of her suit that you rip open, and yeah, just yelling, and as soon as that detaches from the rest of her suit, one of her arms goes and it just like collapses, and says, no, this is impossible. You can't be. You're not gonna stop me. There's no way. Like she's just kind of like in this denial moment, and
I
reaches up to try and like push you away with the other one, but you manage to bat it aside, and then you kind of rip the hydraulics out, and there's oil just spraying everywhere. But again, this arm goes and it kind of collapses at an awkward angle. No, she yells. And then
I'm betting if we gel the nuclear device to her, she's not going to let it go off. So that might be a good disarming that strategy.
Well, you probably have to find it first.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Keep hearing, please.
but yeah, she collapsed awkwardly. She doesn't have a particular move in this context, except she does say, "Oh, it's time to leave," and you hear this like hissing sound of as the rest of the exoskeleton kind of like collapses and then opens up, and she's got a regular human torso underneath there, and she starts to try and get out. Vixen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna chase that nuke.
All right, let's do this as quickly as possible. I think you're gonna want to. Well, what are you gonna do? I'll ask you first.
Well, it's beeping, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the direction I know it went around the corner and so on.
Good. So it sounds like you're trying to assess the situation. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Roll plus superior.
6. Shoot. Use the team pool. Jeff, tell me where I'm going. Tell me where the beepings come from. You can do it, man.
So I can like sense that and then like pass that information on to Vixen, right?
You can unleash your powers to extend.
I will unleash my powers then.
Do it.
6 and 2 plus a freak of 3 is 11.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You know exactly which way in is like. It's gone down back the way that you came down the hallway, and it hasn't gone far. It's just stopped far, and you've heard that it's stopped, and so you can kind of give that information. While you're telling that to Vixen, though, you kind of looking over your shoulder to do that. The Anarch has had time to grab something. And Vixen, let's just send Vixen off, and then we'll see what the monstrosity does. Vixen, he tells you which direction, and he tells you that it's stopped back the way you came. What do you do?
Yes. I'm gonna go pick this thing up and bring it back to where we were.
Okay.
Is there something I can like open? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use some gear.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. Because I knew we were gonna be dealing with robot crap. I have a diffuser.
Okay.
So no powers. Can I just go for it?
What are you trying to do? To me, it sounds like you're trying to defend people at this point.
I think I'm trying to unleash my powers to use some gear.
I don't think your powers involve what are your powers? Martial arts, not diffusing bombs. Parkour, not diffusing bombs. Stealth, not necessarily diffusing bombs. We could probably make a case for like a spy movie kind of a thing.
Oh, okay. So hold on, not unleashing my powers. I'm using the move no powers to use some gear.
Yeah, but no powers means all it does is your gear enables you to use mundane in place of another stat. So if you're defending, for example, you'd be rolling plus mundane instead of plus 6.
Oh, I see. So I could use like gear to directly engage a threat. Okay, I see. Gotcha. Yes.
So roll plus mundane to defend. Because that's what you're trying to do. You are trying to save the lives of everyone in this facility.
Slash the city.
And who knows? Last week.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I rolled an 11 plus 3 is 14.
That'll do it. So what it says is, on a hit, you keep them safe, and you got to choose one. You get to add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, which would be the facility, I guess, or the people involved. You can clear that up a little bit later, or you could clear a condition. Which one do you choose?
Let's add a team to the pool.
Okay. So this is going to take you some time.
Yeah.
So you're working on it. Beep, beep. Oh man, what does this look like? And like the unit itself is actually like so compact and and well designed that it's actually a beautiful piece of work. It's got like a matte black kind of thing. It looks like one of those like medicine balls that you kind of throw up against the wall or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like one of those, except all of the seams are glowing red, alternately red and blue. So red, blue, and there are a couple of handles on either side. So there's like inside there is kind of like there. There's no keypad, but what does your diffuser enable you to do to start accessing that? And you can narrate it. You've already won this roll, so you can just say how does it work?
Well, let's say so it's actually just like it's a little wrist worn device on mine that I can actually just like pull a wire out of, and I can just like sort of attach it onto this thing kind of thing. So one of these panels that's on there, I just like sort of take my little boot knife and gingerly kind of open it up.
And so you peel away one of the outside panels of this thing, and you have access to, like, it's just like to any mundane person, it would look like a bunch of jumbles of wires, but you're like, and you kind of like, whoop, and that's how you gain access. All right, flip back to the monstrosity. This is not over yet. She will successfully defuse the bomb if you deal with the present situation, which is, once you look back from having talked to Vixen to tell her where the sound is coming from, you look back and the Anarch she's got this scraggly black hair that's quite long, and she's got like a very mature kind of a face, like she's might be younger than she looks, but she's got wrinkles all over, like from a very expressive face. And right now, the lines on her face are in a smug sneer looking at you as she clutches something at her chest. She says, I have a dead man switch, and you're going to let me go.
The hell is this dead man switch?
Let this go. It's so easy. So easy to just... And that bomb will go off, and everyone will die. You, me, your little friend, everyone's it. Let me go.
Talking about having an automatic switch that triggers the nuclear bomb, right?
She's holding it in her hand. If you haven't realized, this lady's crazy. Just like insane. Your friend, you don't know this, but your friend has just opened the panel of this bomb that she's threatening to detonate.
Alright, I don't think she's bluffing, so...
Are you trying to figure out if she's bluffing?
Kind of? It's probably
I think Andrew just told us she's not bluffing because she's freaking crazy. He just gave that.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I could make you roll the mask, and you could get a little bit more information. And you could certainly tell for sure whether or not she's bluffing.
You have to roll mundane for that, so don't do that one.
Yeah, no, it seems like a very good idea. I think she's not bluffing. I'm gonna act as if she's not bluffing, and
she starts moving out as you hesitate. She starts. Oh, we lost Jeffrey again. Oh, there he is.
I'm here. Okay.
What's going to happen? I don't know. How is it going to end?
So she's already, she got it in her hand. Is she already like pressing it, or?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a dead man switch before?
No, not really.
And you need to watch, like, I think there's one in Speed, that old Keanu Reeves movie.
It's a button that she keeps holding down, and as soon as she releases it, then the bomb goes off.
Yeah, there's like a handle that you hold on to, and then she's got her thumb on a switch, and if she lets go of that switch, the bomb goes off. Boom. So that, and it's called a dead man switch because if somebody attacks the person who's holding it, and they release the button, everyone dies. And it often is used in situations where the person holding the switch is in the same place as the explosives. So.